welcome to another episode of the Zeelicious cooking series. This is still the Christmas edition, and I've been showing you how to make lots of holiday-inspired treats and delicacies that you can use to make this holiday season a memorable one for your family and friends. Today I'm going to show you how to make a pineapple upside-down cake. Sounds yummy, right? Let me introduce you to the ingredients. For this recipe, you would need 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of light brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of semi-melted butter for the bottom base, another half a cup of melted butter, 8 pineapple rings, 12 maraschino cherries, 3/4 cups of granulated sugar, half a cup of pineapple juice, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. A lot of people think that there's a technicality in making the pineapple upside down cake, but I think it's not a big deal at all. It's one of the easiest cakes to make. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. First, I'm going to start by adding my melted butter into this mixing bowl here. I melted the butter just slightly, not completely. And I'm also going to add some brown sugar in the mixing bowl as well. And I'm going to give this a good whisk just to thoroughly combine the both of them together. And this actually forms the base of the cake. Well, this is what gives it that caramelized look. Doesn't take much of an effort. Okay, I think that's done. Next up, I'm going to bring my baking pan and transfer this contents into the baking pan, just scraping it all out. If you're wondering, why am I putting this first? Well, this is actually what's going to make the upside down cake. Like, I'm going to flip it over and then this is going to come on top, but it has to go first. Do you understand? Okay, I'm just scraping up all of it, and what I'm going to do is use the back of my spoon to spread this all out just to cover the entire surface of the baking pan. It's already starting to come together perfectly, and it smells nice as well. So I'm just going to shake my pan just to ensure that everything lays perfectly on the baking pan. Okay, I think that's done. Next, I'm going to bring in some pineapple rings. Now, this is store-bought. It's actually usually sold and placed in cans, but you can actually use the fresh pineapples if you want, but you would have to cut it in perfect shape. So I think the easiest way to go is just use the store-bought one. And I'm just going to place it gently right on top of the melted butter mixture. Okay, so that's that. For a pop of color, I'm going to use some maraschino cherries, the really red ones. I'm just going to place it in the center of each pineapple ring. It's going to give it a really beautiful look when it's finally done. Okay, doesn't that look pretty already? I love it. Okay, I'm just going to set this aside and I'll continue with the making of the cake. Okay, so I'm going to start by transferring my granulated white sugar into this mixing bowl right here, and I'm going to add the remaining melted butter as well. Look at that color. So yum and so lush. So I'm just going to use my whisk. Of course, you can use a hand mixer to do this, but I feel it's pretty easy, so I can go ahead and use my hands. So I'm just going to combine this thoroughly together. Let the yellowish look just for a few minutes until the butter and sugar are totally incorporated. Let's do this. Okay, I think that's okay. Next time I'm going to use a hand mixer. So next up, I'm going to break in 2 eggs into the bowl as well, and then we'll continue mixing. I just like the way everything just looks so yellow, shining brighter than the sun. And I'll just continue mixing it. The egg has made the mixture a little bit lighter and fluffier. I think that's okay. Next, I'm going to add the pineapple juice. Now, this is the pineapple juice I got from the tin, it's used to preserve the pineapple rings, so that's what I'm using. But if you're using the fresh pineapples, you can go ahead and extract some pineapple juice from another pineapple, the pineapple that you're not using to bake the cake, okay? So this one is the one I got from the tin, and everything is just going to go right in. It's a pineapple upside down cake, people, so it's just normal that we're going to use pineapple juice. And I'll give it one good whisk, just a little bit. I love how silky it looks. Okay, I think that's fine. Next, I'm just going to sift in some all-purpose flour. Oops, careful, Winnie. All-purpose flour. In my sieve, I'm also going to add some salt and of course some baking powder. So I'm just going to sift all of that into this mixture here. Just sift, 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 sift. It's important to use a sift though, so that it gives you really fine flour to work with. Okay, that's okay. And it's all a matter of just stirring this together by just folding it in until the dry ingredients has been well incorporated into the wet ingredients, that they're literally just mixed up together perfectly. Now what you want is a lump-free consistency, and it's going to be a little bit runny. So this is going to take a little time. I'll just be patient about it. Okay, so I'm almost there. The consistency is smooth. Just a few more stirrs. And we're ready to bake this cake. So I'm just going to bring back the baking pan. Oh, this is so gorgeous. It's giving me so much life right now. Damn. What I'm going to do is just tip this mixture into the pan. Just like that. Oh, look at that. So wavy. Oh, and I'm going to use my spoon to just scrape out the sides of my mixing bowl. There's no waste in my kitchen. Everything goes in. Everything goes in. So I'm just going to use the back of my spoon and just level out the cake. Just level it out completely. Even do this like just to be sure, because you don't want your cake being bent into one side. Okay, so now it's all a matter of baking this for about 30 to 45 minutes. I've already preheated my oven and I've set it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm just going to let this bake there for 30 to 45 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out pretty clean. So I'll see you guys when it's perfectly baked. Okay guys, I just took out my cake from the oven and look how fluffy it is. What I'm going to do now is just use a knife and just run it through the edges. Now usually for a normal cake, when you take it out of the oven, you have to give it a lot of time to cool down. But for this cake, once you take it out of the oven, you have to take it out of the pan within 3 to 5 minutes. Remember that we put some sugar underneath it. If we let it stay for longer than 5 minutes, the caramelization will actually stick to the pan and it will be really, really hard to get the cake out of the pan. Okay, I think that's fine. And what I'm going to do now is just release it. So what I'm going to do now is just place this white platter right on top of it like that. And it's still very hot, so you have to be careful. And I'm going to flip it over like that. I feel like Superwoman right now. So here's what my pineapple upside down cake looks like. Do you like it? I'm even almost tempted not to cut it. Like, what I want to do is just take it and go and put it somewhere, maybe by the side of my kitchen, and then just look at it every day. It gives me so much joy just staring at it. But I have to serve it, so this is what it looks like, and you would definitely want to try it at home for your friends and family this holiday season. If you haven't subscribed yet, please and please hit the subscribe button down below and join this amazing family so that you can also get instant notification whenever I upload a new video. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We are there live at Zeelicious Foods. And I'll see you again next time with another beautiful recipe. Until then, remember that this is the season of great laughter, good cheer, and lots and lots of food. So keep laughing and keep eating, okay? Take care.